Assalamu alaikum. I am Luqman 𝐒𝐚𝐲𝐤𝐡'𝐬 and this is Shaykhi Academy. This is the first episode of Learn Quran Reading course. If you are one of non-native Arabic speakers who wants to learn Quran reading from A to Z, or starting from learning Arabic alphabet until you will be able to read Quran correctly and properly as it was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, you are in the right place. This episode will be the introduction of this course, which means that you will know the book that will be used in this course, the author of this book, the references and sources that are used to prepare that book, how to study that book, and lastly, this book or course outline. Stay tuned.
Shaykhi Academy.
As we said, in this course, inshallah, you will learn Quran reading from scratch until you master it. All you have to do is just to listen, pay attention, and follow up. Let's now move to the next slide. So, first thing we will start with is the cover page. If you took a look to the cover page, you could get 7 important points, which are the following. First thing is the book name, as we see on the screen, which is Al-Menhaj. Al-Menhaj is translated to 𝐒𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐤𝐡'𝐬. So this Arabic word literally means the systematic approach, or the methodology, or the clear way. When it comes to the field of learning, it might have the meaning of the curricula. So if you understand this short name, you can guess now its long name, as its long name just clarifies this word, Al-Menhaj. So its long name, therefore, as we will see on the screen now, is منهجية علمية لإتقان القراءة العربية, or a systematic approach to master Arabic reading. By the way, this book is called with this name because it's built on or based on a systematic approach. Okay, the second point here that we have to know is that this book is Arabic reading book, because this series of books are for Arabic reading, as there is another series for Tajweed rules. Also, this book is the explanation book, and this book is directed for adults. Also, this book is the first edition. Also, this book is the first level, the first level of the series of Arabic reading books, as it included 3 levels. And this is actually an important point, as this book doesn't include all Arabic reading rules, but it just includes about 70% of the Arabic reading rules. We have just mentioned the reason behind that, which is the systematic approach of this curricula. So accordingly, we can't put all lessons and rules in just one book, because it would be somehow difficult for the learner. So after finishing this level and mastering it, we will move to the level 2, inshallah. Okay, let's move to the next point. This book is prepared by me, so the author is Luqman Al-Kasabany, and lastly, this book is produced by Shaykhi Academy. Okay, here an important point, which is we said that this book is the explanation book. This is because there is another book for exercises. That's it. So first of all, I express praise and thank Allah for giving me this chance to write and record that book. Also, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to Mr. Walid Al-Qabbani. I can say that he provided me with all means of help to produce that book in this form. Also, I must express my thanks to my parents, Dr. Mahmoud Al-Assal and Dr. Ahmed Hussein, for their encouragement and help. Okay, this is an important note here, which is it's not allowed to reproduce any part of this book in any form without the prior written permission of the author. Here is an important point, which is before studying any book or content or material, you have to know about the author first. This will help you to decide whether it's important to study or read this book or not. So when it comes to the field of Islamic knowledge, you have to know who will teach you, the qualifications of that person. In this field, specifically, you can't accept any kind of information from an unknown person, as it's a great responsibility. So here you can read some information about me. Also, you can read this page if you want to know more details about this book. Okay, let's move to the next page. Okay, so how can you study this book? You have one of two options. Whether you watch this series of videos of this book, and also if you want a qualified teacher to follow up with you, we can provide you with a highly qualified teacher who can help you and follow up with you through online classes. Okay, so after studying this book, the students would receive a certificate of completion according to some certain criteria that are found here on the screen. But these all criteria must be fulfilled, which means missing any one of these three criteria disqualify the student to receive this certificate. Also here, one of the most important points to know the references and sources of the book. So if you want to study further, you can go to these books and study these books. So the first main book is التجويد المصور by Dr. 𝐒𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐸 Suwaid. This is an Arabic book, but by the way, it has a translation edition. Also, the second book is منة الرحمن في تعليم الأطفال القرآن by لطيفة قزامل. Also, منظومة المفيد في التجويد للإمام الطيبي. The fourth book is Introduction to the Science of Quran by أبو عمار ياسر قاضي. مقدمة عن علوم القرآن الكريم for ياسر قاضي. Okay, so this is a helpful outline and your guide to make the studying of this book easier and to keep you focused. So we have here, as you can see on the screen, main 3 points. The first point is why learn Arabic reading. And the second point is the Arabic alphabet letters. The third point, however, is the symbols or at-tashkil. This is called in Arabic at-tashkil. And under the symbols, we have al-harakat. The first point we have is al-harakat. We have 5 main categories under the symbols. The first category is al-harakat, and under this al-harakat we have al-fath, al-kasr, and al-dam. And this category is called short vowels. Okay, and then we have al-mudud, and after al-mudud we have mad alif, mad ya, and mad waw. And also this category is called long vowels. So al-harakat is short vowels and al-mudud is long vowels. And then we have a-sukun, and a-sukun is just one thing. It doesn't include categories under it. And then we have a tanween, which includes tanween al-fathi, tanween al-kasri, and tanween al-dam. And finally we have a tajdid, which includes tajdid al-fathi, tajdid al-kasri, and tajdid al-dam. These are the main topics. So you will find a detailed outline in the index of this book if you want more details. So in the next episode, inshallah, we will discuss the first point in this book or course outline, which is why learn Arabic reading. So stay tuned and consider subscribing to see the next video in this course and all next videos. Also, if you want more help, we can offer you a highly qualified Quran and Arabic tutor, so you can get your trial class now. You will find the link in the description below. You can also follow up by using our application Shaykhi Academy app. So now we came to the end of this episode. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. See you in the next class inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Shaykhi Academy. Learn and enjoy.